Poll shows 85% of Americans value free speech over PC censorship. Majority would die to protect it. Contrary to what the mainstream media portrays, the vast majority of Americans support free speech rights over political correctness. By J. Sermopoulos, August 25, 2017. While identity politics has taken the mass media echo chamber by storm, the vast majority of Americans are opposed to adopting hate speech punishments like that of Germany, and are willing to die to protect their freedom of speech, according to new polling data from Rasmussen Reports. The polling by Rasmussen Reports, conducted by telephone and online, found that an astonishing 85% of American adults believe the right to free speech takes precedence over protecting people from hateful words. In fact, out of those surveyed, only 8% thought that ensuring people aren't offended was more important than unadulterated free speech. Perhaps more importantly, 73% of Americans agreed with Voltaire's famous quote, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it," and believe that the right to free speech is so important that they would be willing to die to defend a person's free speech rights. Advertisement. In fact, most Americans rank the right to free speech as the most important constitutional right, as it is seen as a foundational right from which other rights stem, and is viewed as more important than the other predicate rights enumerated in the Constitution. The poll numbers also expose some very troubling trends. Despite most Americans believing free speech is a critical right, only 28% believe they still have free speech today, with most Americans believing that constitutional protections are often skirted in favor of political correctness. Revealing a vast disconnect between reality and what the media echo chamber portrays as reality, recent polling data shows that the overwhelming majority of Americans are against erasing the history of the Confederacy from public spaces. Most Americans are opposed to the removal of statues of controversial Confederate historical figures such as General Robert E. Lee or Stonewall Jackson. Read more. Watch: Police drag disabled people from wheelchairs during mass arrests at peaceful protest. Rasmussen Reports polling found that 94% of likely voters agree with the sentiment that it's better to learn from the wrongs of the past, rather than erase them. 4% of likely voters were in favor of erasing the wrongs, 2% were undecided. What do Americans think about removing racist historical monuments? According to National Economics editorial, here is how the polling data breaks down. Some 50% of American likely voters agreed with President Trump's tweet that it's sad to see the history and culture of our great country being ripped apart with the removal of our beautiful statues and monuments. Of the remaining half, 37% disagreed with the president, and 12% were undecided. 2. Americans were also more likely to think that removing said monuments would do more to harm race relations, 39%, than to help them, 28%. 3. A solid 88% of likely voters oppose removing the names and legacies for George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, on account of them holding slaves, from public places, by removing statues in their honor. 4. An even higher number of American likely voters, 90%, said that they were against closing or altering the Mount Rushmore monument because of its historical context, that is, conflict with Native Americans and the supposed glorification of slaveholders. The biggest takeaway from polling data is that most Americans are not buying into the mainstream media's divisive agenda. Most Americans simply want their history and culture to be left alone, with little room for identity politics and historical whitewashing. Read more. Putin lays down the gauntlet to Obama over hacking claims, show proof or shut up. Although the media echo chamber is working diligently to propagandize the public into perceiving the world through the lens of race, religion, and ethnicity, the numbers reveal that the American public is largely not buying into the divide and conquer scheme. Indeed, something to celebrate.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done...
For life hating so much.
Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy.
is
You
the
work
hard
for
part.
us, Sheriff.
In
Just
keeping
keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts. 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So But getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know what, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not, they're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now, where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in, no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers. That is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.